Howdy, it's your boy Ace in Control, Coach Chambers the Fort, and this is how you beat the computer. So I made a huge mistake on my last two, and I realized. So I'm going to tell you the whole story behind it because we got a little time before the game starts. So anytime I get online, I typically mute my mic because I don't want to interact with other users. So I just don't get into that really at all. So, with that being said, I did the same thing when I recorded the last two videos, and I didn't realize it till halfway through the second one. So there's no sound on our Varsity games, which is frustrating to me because I felt like there was some valuable information that I was saying, but it did not get recorded because my mic was muted. Sorry about that. So we'll kind of go through some of the same stuff, and this probably will be a little bit tougher because we are on Varsity. I threw a horrible pick on the mid-tier level, so I'm going to have to avoid that if I want to beat Georgia at this level. Let's see how they're going to be. You can even see that they're kicking it further on Varsity level. And they're flexing on it a little bit. On the other levels, I could not run the ball as well, so I'm going to kind of figure the same thing out. Probably am not going to be able to run the ball very well, especially not against Georgia. They have a really good run defense on this game. I'm going to keep it the same though. Halfback stretch and ooh, I guess he's really fast. I did not expect that. Damian Taylor. That's Devontae Ross. That's not Damian Taylor. Let me look at what he has. Let's go to depth chart. See this running back because he was pretty fast. Okay, 87 speed, and then backup running back has 90 speed. So their speed is going to be pretty comparable, I think. Let's look at Georgia and see their linebackers. Okay, 94 speed. Their backup middle linebacker, yeah. So their outside linebackers 78. 85, so it's pretty comparable. Okay, so that's going to help me out a little bit on these run plays. First and 10 on the first play, that's not bad. I'm going to go halfback stretch again. Again, I'm going to make sure that I do it as if there's a play call limit on. Try to make it a little bit realistic, right? And that's kind of what I expect from them. Let's go ahead and go back here. We're going to go off tackle, and we're going to prepare them for the counter, right? Which is the triple option. Not bad. 34, I think it's a perfect time for the triple option. I typically don't read, so we're supposed to read that end that is on the right. I typically don't read it, and I just pull it. And that turns to be the right thing to do there. We'll get the first down. I like it. We're going to go to gun now. They're scaring me a little bit. We're going to go to inside zone. We could do RPO read bubble. Oh, yeah. The sub is way off. RPO read bubble would work here. But just going to run it, see if we can. You got to control the sticks. That's one of my mottos. You got to control the sticks. So I'm going to show you what I mean by that because that was a horrible play call, but I made it turn it into something. So I see that middle backer, number 2. Is right in front, and he's not going anywhere. So I have to cut that back, and I'm able to cut it back right behind 66 and 74, and 5 just misses me because he crashes in too hard. This same stuff, it's not going to be exactly the same, but you can use the same type of stuff the higher up we go. But made the most out of pretty much nothing there. So we're going to go RPO read bubble. Again, I'm not going to do the same plays. We're going to play like it's a real, like I'm playing somebody real. Yeah, there we go. And he caught the ball. Sometimes they'll drop that. When we get to All-American Heisman level, he will probably drop that, but we're going to keep it there. All right, we change it up a little bit. Let's just get an easy pass, some easy yards, Z-spot smash, and then we're going to change R1 to that out that we've done before, and I'm watching that outside DB over there. and he dropped that. To be expected. Second and long. Let's go ahead and go speed option. If not, then we're going to my favorite play. You already know.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
And yeah, that didn't work at all. Actually lost a yard. That's rough. That's rough. Vert double under. You know that's my favorite play. If this cover 3 is going to work for no matter who it is. Looks like it's going to be more of cover 2 probably, so I'm going to have to hit that triangle underneath. I'm going to have to hope that I can hold off their offensive line until he gets all the way past that middle backer.
Looking for a man. It's Crowder.
Not bad.
Left side now. They'll pick up enough yardage.
So again, what I mean by that is I'm seeing it's probably cover 2, so that tight end is not going to be open, and I want 6 to just cross whatever backer stays back. I think 2 ends up coming, but 13 stays. And that actually helps me out a little bit because I can throw it a little bit earlier than I need to. When they get about there, actually, when they get about even, that's when I know, okay, I can throw the ball. I do, and he gets that first down.
They've got it at the 30.
Let's go. So I'll go to what I wanted to. We're going to go quarterback last. That's what I was trying to get to. This actually would be a great time to do that vert double under because 14 going on the streak would be perfect right now. But I just did that one. So we can't do the same play in a row. You know what I forgot? I forgot to put it on conservative to make sure that he holds onto the ball. And when you're playing Georgia on a higher level, you're going to get some of those.
Right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
EA makes it happen for Georgia. Oh, I did not even get a chance to do what I want. Cover 4, that'll work. I don't know why they're passing the ball because they're Georgia. And start off with the screen, second time, it's fine. Go to formation, 3 wide receivers, so I'm going to stick with nickel then. We're going to do cover 3 match, coverage over top. I'm going to slant away from the running back. I'm going to be this back flats here. They're running, I'm going to help out. Still a little too slow. And this is what I expected from Georgia. Even at freshman level, they're starting to show out. I'm going to go 3-3 stack. Let's go cover 4 palms. Underneath coverage, we're going to slant. Actually, we're going to slant them there, and we're going to slide them that way. Oh, no. And I got caught. On play action. That play action got me on that one. Let's go double mud. We're going to make them pay for that. We're going to go mid-foot 0. And we're going to bring everything down, press and underneath coverage. And there we go. I got a little bit mad. I know that play is going to be meta on varsity level, so let me just get them back a little bit with that. All right. Let's go ahead and cover 4 quarters. Underneath coverage, we're going to shift them left and slant them left. And he's right there. And he made him drop the ball. I like it. 3rd and 15. We're going to make the field goal here, hopefully. 3rd down. Varsity level, let's go edge blitz. I'm going to risk it. Risk it for the brisket, as they say. Go inside. And he dropped the ball. Wow. That almost is not worth it. But he did drop the ball. Georgia's going to make this 33-yarder. Oh, 50-yarder. 50-yarder, and he missed it. EA, trying to be on my side a little bit. Okay, I'll take it. Now, let's make sure before we do anything else, we go to ball carrier. We're going to go over to conservative. Again, that's R3 or pressing in that analog stick and then going down to ball carrier, go over to conservative. So if I run the ball again, hopefully I will not fumble it. Let's go ahead and go jet touch pass.
At this Troy offense. After that last drive,
and we're going to change this as soon as I see what they're lined up in. We're going to change it, but I don't really have a chance. Change it to inside zone, and that worked perfectly. Let me show you what I saw. So if I'm doing jet zone, I definitely do not want to run because they have these two guys that are going to be outside. And he's a star. I want to say he was a star too. And so they're very good players and they're going to come. So because of that, I switched it to halfback or inside zone. I'm just going to follow my blockers. So go inside 66, then outside 75, and off to the races. Unfortunately, we're on Varsity, so they catch me.
Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him too because he knows.
Let's go inside zone from tight slot flip.
So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
That middle is wide open, so I should be able to get at least a few yards here.
They're getting this guy lathered up.
Thought I could get a little bit more than I did, but it's all good.
Somehow it's 2nd and 7.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football.
It's the wild. Trips are going to go strong blood. Blood concept, well known if you play any football or watch any football. We're just going to look over to that right side and see which one gets open because they're not going to cover those 3 zones with what they have. So let's see. X seems like the easiest one, and it is get a few yards there. End of the first quarter. A lot better than my mid-tier where I was down 7-0 early on. And I actually got 1 stop on defense. Turnover is just not what we wanted, but I believe we fixed that. 3rd and short, we're on their side of the field. I'm going to go for it if I miss it, no matter what. Let's go ahead and go vert double under, see if we can get them off guard and cover 3 and get it to that tight end number 14, or we will hit that drag coming across the middle, and we do. There we go. Caught him in cover 3. And then let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. We're going to go with quarterback blast. That bit us last time, but now we're in conservative, so he should not drop the ball. Literally. Holes weren't as wide as they were last time either. Halfback stretch, we're going to go to the wide side of the field. And we're going to keep it there. See if I can get to the outside at all. And you do, and same plays work. It does take a little bit more kind of mixing it up, a little bit more strategy, and can't just do the same play. It's not going to be a 1-play touchdown. But concept is the same still here on Varsity. Takes a little bit longer. So whereas we had 1-play touchdowns, we didn't even score in the first quarter on either of these last 2. But it's still going to work. They still have yet to score an offensive touchdown on it. So that's good. That's definitely going to change as we get to the more complex games. But I'm going to hang my hat on that for right now. And as soon as I say that, they go right down and score on a bomb. All right, cover 3 match, 4-4. Again, this is good for run or pass. I'm going to shift them to the left and slant them to the left. I'm going to be this back right here.
Definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more, but Jesse, I think this offense
there we go. I didn't bite on that one. So I'm learning a little bit. We're going to go double mug because in Tampa 2. I'm not going to change anything about the coverage. I am going to slant them left. I want to be this person right here. They're going to run the ball. Nope, they're not. Ah. And just like I said, the moment I say they haven't scored an offensive touchdown, they're going to score an offensive touchdown. That is on me. I can kind of show you what happened on that one. So I did bite on the play action, which is my bad. I wish I would have stayed there. But also, if I would have controlled this back instead, which I probably should, he's on the wide side, so I wouldn't have done that. I thought they were going to switch me to that one. Instead, they switched me here. I was going to try to dive for the ball with him. They switched me to there, and I just missed it. And he's off.
That was a lightning fast drive.
That's frustrating.
With a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And the extra point is good. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25.
All right.
2 plays later, they're in the end zone.
This is where it's really good that we're at home because I'm not worried at all. If we're on the road, oh, a little bit more maneuvering, a little bit better stick skills from me, and I might be off to the races. I might be gone. Let's go. Let's go zone. Oh, and we're on the perfect side to do that slant slot fade. Showed you this before. If they're in man coverage, which I believe that they are, all I have to watch for is that safety over top, and 2 might be wide open.
Next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets
Nope.
up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you
Oh, he
keep
caught
this
the ball too.
defense
Good. Let me show you what I saw. All right, so again, I'm watching these 2 right here. I want man coverage, and I want him to beat him off the bat so he can go free. This ended up being zone. And I know that because right here, he doesn't go and chase. 8 doesn't go and chase him, right? And so he stays there. At that point, I probably should have thrown it straight to 7. But, again, number 8 is backing into that zone right there. 2 is covered there. And if I try to throw it over top, he has 2 people on him, so I'm not going to throw it there. I usually would just eat it, but as I looked up, and it's probably it's not going to work on All-American or Heisman for sure, because either he's going to hop back and get to it first, or he's going to get there a little bit faster, but he made the catch. We're good to go. Keep it running.
Down after a nice game.
They're running the curl route against zone
Your
coverage.
wide trips, halfback stretch to the strong side of the field, to the wide side of the field.
He does just that, and as a result, they pick up the first down.
Give to the running back. That's what you expect.
I don't think anything was there.
Give them any
2nd and
extra yards.
8.
Great tackle there.
Let's go with our option, triple option. I'm not going to read, just going to pull it. They seem to be going straight after the dive no matter what anyway.
On the option. Now the toss.
33. I'm going to go ahead and go. Hurting a little bit? What's you hurting for? Quarterback blast.
The offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs managed. You throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and
That didn't work.
Now you're set up to fail.
4th and 2. It's kind of no man's land. We're going to go ahead and go vert double under. See if we can get that cover 3 again. That cover 3 look again. That got us that long drive. If not, we got that drag underneath. And yep, we did get it. Please catch the ball. Thank you. That's why that's my favorite play. 1 play touchdown if we get the right coverage. On 4th down. I don't know how many times I've caught users on that exact play. Because we just forget. As users, we just forget. We know it's coming, and unless we key in on it, which some users have kind of caught on to me, and they go heavy to that tight end, that's when I'll just drop it off down the middle, because the computer doesn't cover that middle zone good. Users do, because the computer won't. So it's just a matter of seeing what the other user is playing and doing the opposite of what they're doing. A lot of times they'll give up that short stuff because they don't want that deep ball right there. All right, let's do better this time. Cover 3 match. Over top, slant to the left, and shift to the left. I'm going to be this back one. There we go. I make the tackle all the way on the other side, so that's good. 3-4. Let's go cover 4 drop. We're going to go underneath coverage, slant left, shift left, and again I'm playing this outside, and I'm going to try to get there. Oh my goodness. Did not work. They're all over. All right, so I got to pick something better for the run. Let's go with Cub. I'm just going to go Sam Will blitz 3. Again, still cover 3 over top. We're going to slant them to the wide side, to the strong side of the field. I'm going to be this. Try to meet him in that gap. There we go. I'm going to go cover 4, show 2. Underneath coverage. Slant to the wide side. 2-minute timeout. Cover 4, show 2. Underneath coverage. slant to the wide side of the field, and let's play this flat here underneath. 3rd and 4. We're going to go ahead. Oh, that's fine. We'll do the same thing.
And heavy tackle on the tight end. Back to throw, it's back. Got his man in the
Hit me with that middle zone.
Excellent job working through
The way that you stop that, they're probably going to run it here. You go nickel blitz 3. All of these are just different variations, cover 3 and cover 4. Up, slant. The way you stop that is by playing that middle zone.
That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's
Second
gonna
inches.
break.
Let's
You
go.
know he's a stud. You're gonna feed him, especially on these third downs.
Mid blitz 0. Everything down. Screen. Oh, him over. Screen him down.
He's looking to throw.
There we go.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure
No
is
screen.
on.
We were doing that meta play.
How about this defense not getting fooled? 2nd and inches.
And let's do the same thing. Same formation. Let's go cover 3 match. Over top. Slanting to the wide side of the field. I'm going to play this. Oh,
Trying to
getting
get
up.
to it. Grabbed over the middle,
And
gets
we
to the end.
stop them
He's
for a
really
field goal.
close to that first down
Call a
marker, but
timeout
they
so we can
stop
get
it.
enough time to score.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying
The
to
good thing
make
about
sure
having a computer is you know what they're going to do.
Here comes the field goal unit.
Even though it's 4th and short, they're going to punt the ball, right? That would be something I would wonder about them changing
He got it.
in the future versions. Like, would EA base it off of the statistics or like the most likely, you know, ESPN is like,
Ready to boot it away after putting
this is
it-
the probability, this
Let's see what the defense
is when you should go for it.
kind
Oh,
of field position can he help them
usually
with
they,
on the return?
I thought he was going to
And the return
kneel down. I
man
should have
has no place
fair
to
caught that.
run,
All right,
no place to
we
hide,
got to throw the
no
ball.
place to be tackled.
So we're going to start off with Z-spot smash.
Turns to the field. They took their time out
Put an
of the
R1
game.
on that out route.
Starting to try to take control of this game on offense here in the second quarter, Jesse.
Yeah, and they're playing good complementary football up to this point. But
He
this
got
is a huge opportunity
stopped by his
for them to really create
zone guy.
some
So we're going to go Z-spot and go.
Did such a good job keeping him in the game early. Now, hold it
Same
down there, and now
play,
the
except
offense
for O is going to,
on the
instead of
scoreboard.
sitting there, it's going to fake that and go downfield. Let's see if we
To
can catch him
throw,
on this.
it's Crowder. They're trying to get to it. This time it's complete.
All right, let me show you what I did there real quick.
And he's
All right, that's when I use aggressive catch. Aggressive catch, pressing triangle after you've thrown the ball. So I wanted them to bite on that. Nobody bit on that at all. So I threw it right after I faked it. Aggressive catch and come towards the ball. So that way I can get it. And he actually caught it and kept going. All right. Now we're going to go to my favorite formation. We're going to go out double under.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide
Oh.
receiver. This is why
Oh, I love this. I love this. I love this.
I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football.
How did I know? How did I know he was going to do that? How did I know that was going to be open? It didn't even seem like he was open right there, right? All right. So as soon as they bring that safety down, anything in this area right here, anything in this general area right here is going to be open, right? I should angle my throw outside to make sure he doesn't get there, but that does mean that it's cover 3. And so as soon as I snap the ball, I'm looking straight there. I actually thought he was going to jump that route because I threw it a little early and I didn't go wide enough, but he ends up making it work anyway. I'm going to stay in this. I'm going to go to all go.
finally catch up to him, but not before
Actually, I'm going to change this because I think they're in what I want them to be in. So I change X on the streak, R1 in the in route, and I should be able to hit X if they're in the coverage that I think they're in. They're not, but still,
And it goes through his hands.
They weren't.
Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the
and I'm playing with Troy, so they don't have good receivers. But because I saw that, I'm going to try this again. Vert double under. Hopefully this one would work. We're going to see. The scoring right here would be a game changer. Yes, and they are in cover 3. Wait just long enough, and you know that's going to be a touchdown. That's why that's my favorite play. Either scored or got into the right position 3 times on that exact play. How you beat the computer, Vert double under was my key in college football 25, right? And as you see, I'm not cheesing it up. I'm not spamming that play. But when I get an opportunity, when I see that what they're lined up in, like any smart coach, I'm going to go for it, right?
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half.
All right, 26 seconds, so we're going to go to dime. Anything under like 15, well, anything under 12, we're going to go to prevent, but we're not quite there yet. So I'm just going to go to dive, over top coverage, slant, away from the running back.
Field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line,
4 seconds off the clock, that's fine. We're going to stick with cover 4. Cover 4 palms, back, slant away from the back, and I'm going to control this middle zone here, this middle area of the field right here. Ooh.
Deep down the right side. Catch inside the 25. And he'll
Cover 4, that's not supposed to happen, especially if I went over top.
touchdown dog.
I don't know. That's frustrating.
That passing touchdown, man,
That's really frustrating.
This whole team, like the comeback is more than on now. Like they got the touchdown, they cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling.
Get all in there. Should never do all out blitz.
And they tack on the extra point to cut
Very
the
low
lead to
percentage chance of actually
21-17.
making the block.
Get that touchdown.
I'm frustrated by that. I really am.
Build the momentum in the last
I should have went back and looked at it, but I was too mad to actually look at it. Can't catch that. Trying to decide if I'm gonna spam this play now because of what they did, or let's do it fair and square. Let's go curl, pivot, dig, see what they're in. We're gonna put square on the street, see if we can hit that. If not, we're gonna hit the underneath. We still have our 3 timeouts, so we got a little bit of time to timeout. I need to put my play call limit on so I can see what I can do and what I can't do. We're gonna go out double under.
Quarterback empties his backfield.
We're gonna streak Ross again because we need something deep. We really do. We're gonna go ahead and streak. Counter is kind of the go around for the play call limit. Still get that.
Oh, he wants it all.
Even with the aggressive catch, he's gonna drop that. That's frustrating. Now we're gonna go all go. We're gonna streak Connor, bring Higgins on the in route, and see if we can.
From the gun on 3rd down. He's not afraid to go deep. It's incomplete, and they tried to.
I don't know how mad that makes me. We're in for a dogfight, but if we can get one stop, we can call it a game. The exact same number of pass yards, and pass touchdowns and completions. That's crazy.
Might just be the scoreboard operator after all those first downs and touchdowns. Big plays have defined this one, thanks to 2 of the best receiving core in all of college football. Let's see if these
Troy has one of the best receiving core.
and make the necessary chess moves.
That's weird.
And with that, let's head back to our team inside Veterans Memorial Stadium.
You expect Georgia to make a couple of that one again. That play right there was my fault. I mean, you expect Georgia to make a couple of plays, but both of these touchdowns, all the touchdowns I feel like could have been avoided. I feel like it was user mistake, and that's what the frustrating thing is about that. User mistake. If I make sure that I'm over top on that coverage, I don't think they get that. Let's go 3-3 cub. We're gonna go cover 3 buzz. So again, we're gonna go over top coverage. We're gonna slant to the left and shift to the left. I'm gonna play this back. Actually, go with the option. Georgia, I'm not too worried about that, so we're fine with that.
And I love getting that break in half to go talk with
Go cover 4 show too. I like that. We got burn, so I'm going to go over top coverage. I'm also going to play as this. I'm going to slant away.
Dropping back, it's back. Swings it out to the flat. And he's a real nowhere man.
And I also did.
They tried that left side, but the defense
3rd and 8.
very disciplined and shut it down for no gain.
And you could
3 double mug, and we're gonna stick with. Oh, timeout, so I can get what I want. I really hope this thing doesn't come back to bite me. That would be so frustrating if I actually get timeout later. Alright, let's just go Tampa 2. I want to make sure they don't get that underneath. So we're gonna shade over top. I'm gonna stay in this middle zone. And then good. I'm gonna press R1 twice on that. That's gonna make sure that we have that quarterback contained. So when you see that those angles out and into the quarterback, that's that quarterback contained. Their first punt of the day. Means I'm not doing my job. Ooh, they got down there fast. They had 2 of their guys down there fast. That's a big difference playing Georgia on varsity than anything that we've seen before. Just gonna start off with our regular one. We got that stop that we needed. Score a touchdown here, and we can chew clock and basically call it a game. We have to run it from John.
Committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
All right, we're gonna go Sell. I like this play. Look at R1 or X. Oh, O might be open because they're pressing, but we'll see.
He's looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. And this is dropped.
You do the same play. Not gonna throw it to O. Because even with the aggressive catch, should have caught that ball, but they got a star guy over there, so I get it. Oh! That's the one thing I hope they fix as well. Like right there, you have to anticipate the throw, so I'm not mad at that. You have to anticipate the throw. He's going to be wide open, but he runs into the other guy. I wish they would call that pass interference, honestly, but you're not going to get that call.
The country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming, so I can have
get there, make them catch it.
No return coming.
Defense needs to do their job. Get another stop here. Let's go nickel 3-3 club. Let's go nickel blitz 3. Over top coverage. We're gonna slant to the left there, and again, I'm gonna play this middle zone. ETN is good. That's why I like playing with Georgia. Now I have a top tier team. Cover 4, show 2. We're gonna go over top coverage. We're gonna slant to the short side of the field. I'm gonna stay at this middle backer here. I got blocked on that one. Let's go 3-3 stack. See if this one will help me with the run game. Cover 4 palms. We're going to go underneath. We're going to go to their strength. I'm going to be this middle guy here again still. Good play call by me. Good play call. We're going to cover 4 quarters. Same play. Different title, basically. We're going to go over top covers this time. We're going to slant to the wide side of the field. Stick with this same type of play. Good. Pursuit. Get to the ball. Even though I didn't get there to make the tackle, if I'm going to, I cause that blocker to come to me and freeze the computer up to make the tackle. Go cover 4 drop. This cover 4 has been working pretty well. Go cover 4 drop. I'm going to keep it the same. All I'm going to do is I'm going to slant them to the short side of the field. I'm going to keep this right here. Oh. And that screen did not work. Good stuff. Turn middle.
I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
Good punt. Back and forth game. You guys' best punter, right? All right.
Now the Trojan offense returns to the field.
Zone speed option. There is star players, so I'm not really expecting much here.
one. And David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
That's not going to work.
I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game, you're still winning. You got the football back.
Let's see if we can do this little screen. Didn't work for them. Well, it worked once for them. But let's see if it'll work for us. Let's see if we can. Ah! That's frustrating. What's my favorite play? Say it out loud. Bert double under. And this is why. No. I thought it was why. Did not get the ball off in time.
The Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away.
They're winning the field position battle. They were within their 20 last time. Now they're all the way up to the 31-yard line. So nickel 3-3 cub. Let's go 3-3 stack. Cover 4 palms. Slant to the wide side of the field. Let me get this middle backer. I'm going to shift him over a little bit. Be ready in case they. Oh. I'm not too worried about that keep with Carson Peck because he is that slow. He has 2 yards on that, but that's fine.
That QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
3-3 cub. Where's the play that I want? I don't have it. Let's see what they pick for me. All right. Over top. Slanting to the strong side of the field. I was not even able to get over there. 3rd and 5. Double mug, mid blitz. Made a play.
They're going to have to find a way to bracket this slot receiver because of how athletic he is.
So he's calling and trying to get in here. I don't know what happened to him. It is a little late, I guess. Ah! They got the first down. They got the first down.
That wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play.
Cover 3 match.
They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm. What better way than converting on 3rd down? Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
There we go. 2nd and 10. Nickel overload 3. We're going to go over top. We're going to shift there, and I'm actually going to bring. I like being him because then I can control that whole side of the field. Ooh. Was not expecting that. It's frustrating. Was not expecting that screen pass. All right, so we're gonna stick with double mugs. We're gonna tap it 2. Hopefully that kind of helps us to resettle. And then I think actually on 2nd down we're gonna go to that blitz. Oh, he saw me. All right. 30 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. They take the lead, 23-21. My offense has been horrendous the last 2 drives. Let's see if I can get it going. At this point, we're down. Going into the 4th quarter. Getting ready to go in the 4th quarter, so we don't have to worry about running the ball at all. We've been trash at running the ball. Let's go RPO read bubble. Man, he's all the way there. That's not going to work, so we're going to go inside zone. We're going to change to inside zone. See if we can get a few yards here. Good. Yeah, we got the first down there.
This running back loves
let's go sprint Z spot.
In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
We're going to put X on that out route.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Good timing on the quick out.
2nd and 5. That'll take us into the 4th quarter. Hopefully. Now I have the decision to make. Do I want to run the clock? Give them a very little, like as little time as possible to get the touchdown, or do I want to score, play defense, and if they score, be ready to score quickly again? I'm going to let them make a decision on that. We're going to go 2nd and 5, so we're going to go to our halfback stretch. Our money play. See if that gives me anything 2nd down. Nope, it doesn't. Actually lose 2 yards. So,
Well, that guy is
What's my favorite play? Say it with me. Vert double under. And we're looking at X. And it looks like we're in a perfect position to get it to him if we,
On
yep.
third down, he drops to throw.
And there we go.
Wide open, he makes the catch.
If they're not going to adjust to it, then why would I change it, right?
And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with the QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver.
You don't know how to beat the computer.
Catch the football and run with it.
I don't like spamming a certain play, but it's not like we're doing that same play every single time. But when it's there, again, I'm playing with a play call limit of either 3 to 4, making sure that I don't do the same plays over and over again. So this would be legal even in a league. They might call you cheese for doing a similar play over and over again.
And he'll just take a knee in this drive.
But if they're not going to adjust to it, just like real football, if they're not going to adjust to it, I coached middle school.
Ready to go back to work
And
on offense.
why would I change something? They're not going to adjust to it. Funny story.
Get set.
So I coached the defense for one of the teams at the middle school, and we honestly did the same blitz the whole game over and over and over again because they would not adjust to it. And they scored, they got 0 yards that whole game. And it was I felt a little bad, but we had to make sure we did what we were supposed to do, right? But all that to say, it's just like real life. They're not going to adjust to what you're doing, or if they can't stop it, or if they can't change to it, then why would you change it? I don't know why all of a sudden it seems like we are on fire on defense. We're going to go 3-3 over, cover 4 quarters, keep everything the same. Just going to slant away from the running back. I'm going to play this middle zone here.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm.
They tried that screen again, but you're right there ready for it.
Find anywhere to go.
Turn right.
Now it's fourth down. Georgia sends out
Now,
the 15.
this is where I need to be able to run the ball. I need to be able to run the ball here. Let's see if we can make something happen.
Makes a move. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit.
We got a pistol,
Guys,
halfback
take
down,
another look at this Troy
change it up a
offense.
little bit, try to go
Looking for a
straight up the
productive
middle.
play on
This
first
is like a
down.
horrible idea, but I am going to go ahead and start to
Keep it
chew
on the
clock.
ground.
Oh,
Clock is their
it's not as bad as I thought. We got 5 yards.
We
can go ahead and chew clock now. If I'm playing a user, I would not chew clock, but we're talking about how do you beat the computer. We got a halfback stretch to the strong side of the field.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go to the ground.
Yep, keep moving, dude.
Across the 50 at the 49-yard line.
Oh my goodness. We got one more play until the 2-minute warning.
On offense, you've got to love the way
Halfback
your
stretch.
offensive line is playing in this game. They're getting tremendous movement up front. They're climbing into second level and really giving these backs and ball carriers a lot of room to run.
If I cut a little bit faster, I might be able to get it there. All right. Doesn't matter what play I pick. I'm going to let it run to a 2-minute warning. Yep. 2-minute timeout, I should say. All right. Now they should start calling their timeouts because I'm only up by 4. We're going to go gun. I like that RPO read bubble if I'm playing a user, but I'm playing the computer, so I'm going to stick with this inside zone. They should call a timeout after this play.
The inside handoff. Really nice stop
Yeah, it's
there
easy.
for this senior.
3rd and 6? Is it 3rd and 7? 3rd and 5. Oh, didn't even beat there. All right. I'm going to go with out double under.
Big third down play here. If they get a stop, you'll see an immediate timeout. Quarterback
And I'm
change
gonna
with
go-
plays at the line.
I'm taking a gamble here. Taking a gamble, but we'll
Wants to
go with
throw.
it.
It's Crowder.
And that gamble paid off if he catches the
Wide
ball.
open downfield.
Why did you step out of bounds?
But not before yet another big play in this passing
I could have
attack.
iced the game if he
Now the
stayed in
chance to
bounds.
pay off that big play
They would have
from
had to
just
call their
outside the
timeout
5.
and had one timeout
They'll
after
use
this.
the running game on 1st and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a
Got
yard
one
on that
timeout
one.
left. That hurts that
Timeout
he
called
went out of
there
bounds
by
on
the
that last
defense
one.
desperate to
That
get
really
the ball
hurts.
back and save as much time as possible.
Let me go halfback stretch.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Running back looking for the end zone to the left. And tackled there by the defense.
Got one play. We're going to get down to 1 minute, so I do need a touchdown. At the very least, I need a field goal. So we're going to go to my favorite formation, get gun empty quads. We're going to go to the curl pivot dig. I'm really going to look at R1 right here, R1 and triangle, and see who I need to get it to. Triangle is wide open. And there we go. That should be game. I hate that I couldn't end it on offense and just run the clock out. But there should be no way they should be able to come back and beat me now.
It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense.
Cover 4 drop, back up, slant toward away from the running back. Stay in this middle zone right here. Get him down. They're gonna go, no huddle. Same thing. I'm not gonna make any adjustments except for quarterback contain. Stay there. They're gonna have to keep going. No huddle. I'm just gonna keep doing the same thing.
Looking to pass. It's back. Unloads to the wideout.
Ah, you got it right in between us. That's a good throw by Carson Beck. Very good. I'm gonna switch over and protect that area of the field now. They got 1 minute. They got me again. I was looking at the underneath route. They got me on that. You can go underneath in the slant towards it.
And they'll get to the line and spike it to stop the clock.
All right. Nickel. Double mug. We got nickel 2 trap.
This offense has a second down play.
Get him ready to be in position for that right there. 49 seconds running. 3rd down. They got to make something happen. Again, stick on that inside route. Make sure that they can't get that.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here.
You got it. 35 seconds. All right. My goal line offense. I will always start with the linebacker gap A. I'm going to pitch them inside and do quarterback contain. And hopefully, they got me on that. And they're, of course, they're going to go for 2. I'm going to go 60 base. Get him inside and pinch. Come on him.
How do we get this stop? Now the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Oh,
the grab for the 2-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. Just over 30 seconds to
I got to get this back. They got 32 seconds. I'm going to be furious if they.
He's able to grab the football in the hands
And that should do it.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming and you put those guys
Well,
that are
that was a little bit more drama than I wanted it to be, or I realized that it would be.
somebody up. The next guy's
That gets me a little nervous to go ahead and go to Georgia.
most of the time when you do this,
And hopefully we can clean up our mistakes, and I can show you how to beat the computer on varsity level at a high-quality opponent with one of the lower tier schools. Control the sticks, control the game, control your life. It's your boy, AceInControl. Till next time, control the game.
And they knew they had a national audience that was going to be paying attention to this